Hi, it's Neil Thomas here. Welcome along to the Wedding Help podcast. Of course, it's a podcast all about weddings. If you're getting married, of course, you can find all the information at www.weddinghelpni.com. We're here today at the beautiful Larchfield Estate, and I'm joined by Megan and Cathy from Larchfield Estate. Welcome along to the podcast. How are we feeling?
Yeah. I
don't know what we're doing. We'll get through it, sure, won't we?
We'll mumble through.
So, for anybody who's never been to Larchfield Estate, how would you describe it in 3 words? This is actually my first time here today. It's beautiful, so it is.
Very good. I'll give you the grand tour. Yeah. To be honest, probably like you can see kind of around us, like quite charming. Like we're quite a small team, and there's just like a sense of homeliness, I guess.
I would say yours. The venue is totally yours to do with what you want. Like, we're so flexible and you can tailor every space. So, yeah.
Homely, peaceful, and what was it all?
Exclusive, yeah.
Exclusive. There we go. That's 3 great words. So can you tell us a little about the history of the estate and becoming a wedding venue? How it became a wedding venue, I suppose, and what was it before that, or how did it start out?
Yeah, well, the Mackey family bought the estate in the 1960s. And Sarah and Gavin, then they got married here themselves and decided to turn it into a wedding venue. So, yeah.
That was 2007. Yeah. So probably very rustic then. Yeah. So come a long way.
A few changes.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. There is so much upkeep whenever you're looking around. Hey, the trees and everything. We're sitting here just in this part of there is a garden as well, but this lovely courtyard we're in as well. Everything's so... everything's kept so well.
Yeah. They do, like, basically, it is their back garden, ultimately. So, like, their backyard, they do take a lot of pride in it and kind of keep all the original features, whether it's, like, inside the venue or, like, the outskirts and everything as well, and beautiful greenhouse, too. So they do take a lot of pride of it and, like, kind of use the existing buildings rather than building from the ground up, which is nice. So
and it's beautiful. So there's lots of charm here, isn't there? Like, whenever you look about, there is lots of charm. And of course, the wedding venue have been just over this side. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, what's the very first thing couples usually say when they arrive for a viewing, or go through that process maybe of arriving for a viewing?
I would say the comment we get the most is that pictures don't do us justice until you come on site. Yeah. We have a virtual tour and obviously amazing imagery, but until you come on site in person, that's when you get the wow factor.
Yeah, we do always get that. Yeah, and then it's like, well, how do we portray it better? But like, it's just trying to push that and let people kind of come out and see it themselves.
I think that's always important as well, to go and see a venue, to make sure you're happy with it and see all the wee things, because virtual viewing, it's good and all, but you don't really get for the people as well. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And,
yeah, and because we have so many areas, it's hard to kind of understand the logistics and what can happen here and like the flow of the day. Because whether they're having just reception or ceremony, they're not staring at the same 4 walls all day. There's so much variation, which is nice.
Yeah. What do you think makes Larchfield stand out compared to maybe other venues and stuff as well? What would be your unique selling points, I suppose, in that way?
I would say exclusivity, and all the spaces you have are exclusively yours. Like I say, you can do anything you want here. We have 5 ceremony options. You can come pick, whatever you want to do in each space. It's entirely up to yourself.
Obviously Northern Ireland, weather dependent, lovely day today. But we kind of can run it to the wire as well. Whether people really want an outdoor ceremony, we will really try our best. And then obviously we get a lot of kind of feedback, which is lovely afterwards. And people just always compliment on our team, because we are quite a small team, and that's kind of where the homeliness comes from, I guess. Like we are just there for everything, really. We're kind of like built-in bridesmaids, I guess.
And in terms of numbers, what can you accommodate, or what was the starting point is I suppose, how small to how big? What's the sort of things there?
Because we have so many different spaces, we are so flexible, so there's no minimum number technically on what we can do. And then if your numbers are smaller, there is a bit more flexibility. So we probably bombard people with options then, which is good to have. And then we can go kind of right up to like 250, 260 for dining and main bars. Yeah. So there's just lots of options within that. So we do kind of warn people when we walk around, we will give you loads of options. But people really enjoy hearing that and, what other people do, or bringing their own ideas. And we think, right, have we done it before? Or how can we make it work for people? So
couples then they put their own stamp. No wedding looks the same here, so it's really nice.
But it also is good, I always think as well, that bit of you can always help a couple, because sometimes you get in your head, but it's good to say, show something you've done, and I suppose get that out there.
And I suppose people have like visual kind of minds, and then some people just don't. So you almost need to paint the picture for them. So yeah, our lovely imagery and the lovely photographers who come out here do a great job to kind of show it off. But
Brilliant. Can you walk us through a typical wedding day from the couples arriving to the last dance? You know, so could you take us through the day, or what way that works?
so, as Megan said, like all our different ceremony spaces, couples arrive. And guests arrive and can mingle in this courtyard and things. We have a dedicated manager on site for every wedding. So they'll kind of herd your guests here and there. Ceremony, say for example in the gardens, and they'll flow in here for maybe drinks reception. It's very popular for maybe people to have their speeches outside as well, or the cake cutting. We've had first dances in the evening out here as well.
That's
so
beautiful.
and it's always kind of like just throw on the day,
today, isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously call for dinner, into the main barn and our lovely bar area and everything in there too. And then the party starts. So until the small hours.
And in terms of accommodation, how many can use? How many can stay at the venue?
Up to 43. So we have the gate lodge. So the bride or groom can arrive the night before and stay on site as well in the gate lodge, which is like really nice. It's just outside the estate walls. So it's like you're arriving and you're here and ready to go then the next morning. So yeah, it's really lovely.
What are some of the hidden gems or lesser known spots of the estate that you think make a stunning wedding photo?
Well, during viewings, kind of our furthest point, whilst everything's kind of a stone's throw away, we always kind of arrive at the lake. And so that's actually exclusive for the couple on the day with our photographers. So they get a bit of peace and quiet. And people walk down there and be like, oh, didn't even know you had a lake. Even though it's in the imagery and stuff, but that doesn't mean there's just a lot. But yeah, down there is beautiful. There's a little bridge and everything. The greenhouse is always popular when it dims down as well. It's got beautiful fairy lights and things in it too. So yeah, but you're never short of kind of photo opportunities.
No.
And we have photographers come back again and again. And, they're not carbon copies of every wedding they've done here because there's so much options.
I think as well, it's a large estate, so there, you made a great point there. There is places where the bride or the couple, they can go away and get their photos taken.
Think,
and
what have I just done after ceremony?
Starting top of you, isn't that right, So that really helps, doesn't it, So you host weddings all year round. How does the venue transform, I suppose, with the seasons? Because a day like today, it'd be beautiful. But what's it like in the winter months and stuff? Do you still have areas then, I suppose, for photos and stuff as well they offer?
Yeah, the winter weddings are a firm favourite as well. It's so cosy. We've got 2 big Christmas trees that go up and candles everywhere, and we have our beautiful greenhouse, so it gives that nice indoor-outdoor feel with photographs if you can't get out to the gardens. But typically there always is a bit of a window to get to use the gardens, even if you sneak out after dinner, down to the lake, get some nice sunset photos. So yeah.
No, I know, because every season you're in, you're like, oh, but I like that one. No, prefer that one. And then we always have like wood burning stove outside and all, so it's really cozy. People bring like s'more kits and sparklers and all, so they still are able to utilise all the areas just like differently, I guess. But yeah, it's very nice, and all our fairy lights are very fitting for Christmas, I guess. So,
what's one piece of advice you'd have to give couples booking their venue? What's the planning process with yourselves, or I suppose, where do you start? I suppose if you're somebody's just got engaged, what's the starting point with yourselves? Or
I guess it is very overwhelming, and we do find that from viewing. So we just like to take our time. But as I said, we are a very small team, and we're there to hand. So honestly, I would just say keep asking questions to your venue and your suppliers and things, because that's what we're here for. And if they had ideas, as I said, we can add on that, or if they had an idea for suppliers, like we have really good relationships with our suppliers as well, so we can always point in the right direction. So honestly, just keep asking questions. Nothing's too out of the box.
Silly.
Yeah.
I suppose booking well in advance as well. If you're looking at a venue, think away any venue. If you like that venue, get in.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's always better to get in and having first dibs on your favourite suppliers and venues and things as well. So no, definitely get in early.
How do you and the team make sure each couple's wedding feels personal and unique, I suppose, for them?
Yeah, I would say it comes down to our team. We love weddings, and like we've said, no wedding looks the same here. So each wedding looks really different. So for us, it still is exciting coming down to greet each couple and like see how their wedding's going to pan out, see what they brought with them. So yeah.
And do you know what? From like, we have organised weddings as small as 6 weeks. Obviously there's like maybe 2 years or whatever. But throughout that time, they're more than welcome to come out for like wee refresher visits and things. Like, all the time. So they're more than welcome. And sometimes they bring the whole entourage of like family, friends, and that's absolutely fine. Like they have to enjoy it. So, and they're more than welcome to come out for wee site visits before their day too.
And I suppose as well, with it being an exclusive wedding venue, that's really your, it's your bread and butter as such. So you've really put everything into it to make that day as well. It's,
absolutely.
Where other venues might be doing different things, you're really wedding exclusive as such.
We do prioritise weddings. That's kind of our main thing. Obviously, the venue and everything fits very well for that. I know Megan being kind of accommodation, we would kind of welcome hen parties and things as well. So we do loads of different packages for things like that and corporates and everything, But yes, weddings would be our main sole kind of event.
Yeah. And of course, coming on and seeing the alpacas and stuff, these welcome pets as well to weddings. That's become such a big thing now, where you might people might bring their dog and stuff. These welcome all that as well at the venue.
Oh, absolutely. We encourage it.
We're
pet friendly. We have had dogs. We had pig and goats last year.
And horses.
But reindeer at Christmas. So, nothing's too out of the box.
We say dog friendly, but actually it's kind of four-legged friendly. We've had it all, which is nice novelty.
What's the most surprising or moving moment you've witnessed during a ceremony or reception here? Can you think of one?
First looks are becoming quite popular here, and because people sometimes do them at the lake or the greenhouses or something, and I think that just puts the couple at ease sometimes. So I think first looks are very nice because they're just private and they're lovely.
Any exciting plans or anything new coming? Have you seen any new sort of offerings coming to Larchfield? Anything planned for the future?
We're always trying to keep up because we were kind of one of the first exclusive venues, I guess. And there's loads of beautiful places out there, and you're always trying to think of the next thing. Now we always used to kind of do venue hire only. We do have brilliant packages. Some people do like to take the thought out of it and kind of tick a few boxes at once. So we have amazing packages that we offer now for weddings. And we are, with the grounds, it's kind of a shame to not share those a little bit.
Yeah,
so we're looking into kind of just offering kind of engagement sessions on site. It is a question that we've been asked before. So we're thinking, well, why not share kind of the beautiful grounds and do that? So that's in the process.
What's your favourite time of the year for a wedding? What do you like yourself personally? What's your favourite times?
I love April time. The greenhouse grows wisteria and it's very much Bridgerton vibe, so that is really nice. My personal favourite.
I like autumn because all the vibrant colours and stuff in the gardens are really gorgeous, and we have still had outdoor ceremonies kind of around that time as well. So as I said, we just play it by ear on the day, and autumn's beautiful, cosy, get beautiful lighting for photos. So,
and I suppose if you could sum up Larchfield, the wedding experience, how would you sum it up?
I think one of a kind. We are an exclusive venue, and like I said, each wedding is so different, and we tailor our services to each couple. So I would say, don't think you're just a carbon copy of the next wedding here.
We are quite biased, but the staff and everything as well, how long a lot of us have been here and stuff, it kind of speaks for itself as well. It's just lovely to work, and it's just lovely to kind of bring people's weddings to life. So one of a kind, I guess.
Can you take us through the process now of a bride getting in touch? What way is the best way to get in touch, I suppose? What do you maybe start that process of looking for the venue?
So obviously we just have the inquiry kind of thing on our website. So go onto our website, we do have the 360 tour. As you said, a lot of people say photos don't do it justice. So pick up the phone, get booked in for a viewing appointment and things. And we do those throughout the week. Come out and would look forward to meeting them all.
We'll get that all on the website.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. There we go. That is Cathy and Megan from Larchfield Estate. Thanks for listening and take care. Bye for now.